These people are striking government vehicles. They are stealing federal weapons and ammunition out of those vehicles. The very likelihood that something like that will be deployed against an ICE agent is very high. These are people who are looking to murder ICE agents. We've already seen them try to do that multiple times, and including shooting at them with rifles. They attempted to kill multiple ICE agents previously, but ended up only shooting the detainees those ICE agents were handling in a van. So we know these are the kind of people who will absolutely turn that weapon on and try to murder ICE agents in the field. In addition to this, they're also securing, these documents, and we know that Antifa and the news media have been working. And to be really clear, the media is working with Antifa. This is a organized terrorist operation in the left. The media knows what it's doing, and they are working to dox these ICE agents. Now, a lot of leftists have complained about the masks being used by ICE agents, which is rather ironic, seeing as they all tried to force us at gunpoint to wear masks a few years ago. But they've been complaining that the ICE agents are hiding their identity. And of course, I would prefer that we not have a situation in which our federal officers, our law enforcement needs to hide their identity. I think that's generally better for a police force to be face to face to people. We don't want stormtroopers. We want that. However, the left is manufacturing this situation. They know what they're doing. They know why they're forcing the ICE agents to wear masks, because these insane leftists will show up to these people's house. They will harass them. They will try to do violence to them. They'll try to intimidate their families. This is already a common practice of the left. And when they secure documents like this, they can get additional information on these ICE agents. And of course, plan and coordinate additional violence. They've already doxed the ICE agent who was hit by the car, who was almost killed by the Antifa terrorist who ended up getting shot in her car. However, that's not enough for them. They need to ruin and destroy the lives of everyone involved. And this is how the operation works. It's not enough to simply repel the actions of these people, because they're going to hunt you down. There is no leaving you alone for the left. Once you have involved yourself in trying to stop their spree of violence, and these people are unhinged terrorists who are allowed to operate in the United States. Once these terrorists see you attempting to stop their violence, their political violence, they will hunt you down. They'll try to destroy your life. They'll try to get your kids, hurt. This is what they're going to do. They're going to show up at your parents' house, your kids' school. They're going to send messages. They're going to intimidate you. This is the tactic the left is making sure to deploy. So we have dangerous weapons. We have ammunition. These are obviously very serious crimes. Now, obviously during J6, we had a lot of people in the crowd. And a lot of those people went to jail for all kinds of stuff, for standing outside. Some people weren't even there, ended up going to jail for years, almost getting multiple life sentences for not even appearing at the event. And so the fact that these guys are here and proudly filming themselves should make it relatively easy to figure out who they are. If we can track the cell phones for everybody at J6, we can certainly do it for everybody who was around, this vehicle. And everyone involved in here should spend, like 5 to 10 years in a federal prison. And I'm not kidding at all. These guys are taking hatchets to the vehicles of federal officers. They are stealing very dangerous weapons out of those vehicles, along with ammunition. They are securing material so that they can dox and probably harass and or kill ICE agents. Every one of these people should be in jail. They should spend a good long chunk of their lives in jail. And so this needs to be escalated, obviously. I know that a lot of this sounds tiresome, guys. I know you hear me say a lot of this stuff over and over again, and I'm sorry, I apologize, but it just has to be said. We have to repeat it. We have to repeat it over and over again until it takes hold. We need the preference cascade. People need to recognize that this is okay. It's not that it's okay what they're doing here, but it's okay to say that these people need to be punished, that they need to spend 5 years in jail, that they need to be in very, very, very difficult situations because of the actions they've taken. Because if this continues to just go unabated, there's going to be serious, this is only going to get worse. And it has. It's continued. I keep saying, hey, if we don't do anything, it's going to get worse. And then it gets worse and we don't do anything. Again, I understand, I don't want to fall into that learned helplessness cycle. But since I can't arrest anyone personally, the only thing that I have left to do is say the federal government has to take very serious action on this. And we can see that, Tim Walz is not somebody who's very interested in in regulating the behavior here early on in this terroristic siege of his state. He encourages violence. He says that ICE officers are going door to door and ordering you to turn in your neighbors of color. That's because Tim Walz is trying to justify violence. He wants to paint ICE agents as some kind of Nazis, some kind of fascists for doing the very simple job of removing these people from a country they don't belong in. This is what deportations are always going to look like. Deportations are going to require the physical removal of people. And the people they're going after are largely the worst people first. Now, it's not everybody. They're going after the worst people first. But if they happen to find someone there who's, illegal and they also need to be deported, they get included too. So it's mostly gangbangers, it's mostly drug dealers, it's mostly people who are doing violence, but that's not it. And by the way, that's good. We want to deport all the illegal aliens. Every illegal alien is a criminal. They all have to go back. Every one of them. It's not about, oh, okay, only the violent ones, only the dangerous ones. No, every single one of these people needs to go back. Every single one of them. I don't care if they haven't gotten a traffic ticket the entire time they've been in the US. They crossed the border illegally. They need to go home. End of story. So it's good to start with the worst people. It's good just practically. It makes more sense to go after the most dangerous people because they're the ones who are going to create the most danger. It also makes sense to go after them just optically and legally because it's easiest to justify both in the public imagination and in the courts their deportation. Though we see even then the media constantly lies and the courts work against the administration. So even with that strategy of prudently going after the worst actors first, you still have a scenario where it's difficult, to go through this. But the optics are going to be what the optics are going to be. With any police situation, you're going to have a scenario where, I think the ICE agents are mostly doing a great job. I'm not denigrating ICE agents at all, to be very clear. But prepare yourself, like steel your heart. You're going to get a bad shooting. Like, I don't think the one that we saw with, the lesbian who tried to run over the ICE officer, I don't think that was a bad shoot at all. I think that was a perfectly justifiable shoot. But I just want to make you aware, you're going to get a bad shooting. Like, you're going to get a piece of bad behavior from ICE officers. Something's going to stick. It's going to happen. Okay. And you can't go running off the minute. You can't go, with your tail between your legs and all of a sudden, oh no, we can't enforce the law just because someone did the wrong thing. Because police make mistakes. Okay. Prison guards make mistakes. FBI agents make mistakes for sure. Like, all law enforcement will make mistakes. Now, that doesn't mean that that's okay. It doesn't mean that they just have a blank check to treat people however they want. But we do need to understand that a certain percentage of, arrests are wrong. A certain percentage of actions by law enforcement are mistakes. That's going to happen. There might even be a malicious guy out there that does something mean to someone that they shouldn't do as an ICE officer. And you just need to be prepared for that stuff to come. And you can't run away from the fact these people have to be deported just because that happens. Okay. Now you need to keep the percentage low. I want to see very few mistakes by ICE agents. I want to see them overall doing the right thing, comporting themselves properly, which I think they are. So there's not a problem there. If there was, if we got an overwhelming amount of bad behavior from ICE agents, it might be worth saying something. But what can't happen is the deportations cannot stop. They cannot stop. They will not stop. It's not okay. Can't back down. And the good news is the Trump administration has been saying that they don't intend to do so. Hey guys, if you've been watching this show for a while, then you know that around here we encourage something that conservatives usually don't do. Winning. If you like what I'm doing here and you want to keep it going, then head over to Blaze TV. They have the behind-the-scenes content, exclusives, and documentaries that you're just not going to see anywhere else. So go to blazetv.com/Auron and subscribe today. The promo code is AURON and you'll save $20 right now off the annual plan.